Hello and good morning everyone. Here we from Group 4 will present the resume results from the Living English Learning video episode 4 as the completion of our project task. Chores English Business Communication under the supervision of Ma'am Esa Setiana. Here is a list of the members of Group 4 Chores English Business Communication. And the first is Angel Pratiwi, Anisya Putri, Asri Wulandari, Farisya Ardana Hilman, Indah Anggraini, then Ayam Lambok Senurat, and Melias Kairanisa, Rahma Putri, Rena Gabriela Situmorang, and Yohana Sagala. And today's presentation will be started Farisya.
Before I start this presentation, I would like to thank the moderator who had done the opening before this presentation started. Here, I will explain about how to ask for direction. 1. Excuse me sentence and use of could to ask for direction. Example: excuse me, could you tell me how to get to Michael Street? And ask the woman. From the example, we can see that the and ask for direction is polite because she used excuse me to ask the woman because the woman is a stranger. In a request sentence, such as asking for direction, use of the word could look more formal and polite. Another example: first, could you tell me how to get to Smith Street? Second, could you tell me how to get to the post office? Third, could you tell me how to get to the airport? The next presentation will be continued by my friend Indah Anggraini.
Give me advice to Farisha for the explanation. The words we use when someone comes to visit. John never met Annie before, but he knows she is welcoming. So John said to Annie, "You must be Miss Cecily, please sit down." From the conversation, we can know that if you being polite, you will say Mrs. Lee. Lee is the last name of Annie. But if you are in a formal meeting, you can use the first name, that is Annie. For example, you must be Annie. Please sit down. And after that, John asked Annie, "Now, what can I do for Mrs. Lee?" From this conversation, we can see that John asks what can he do for her. He means that what she wants him to do. Okay, the next presentation will be continued by
Thanks to Indah. The next is the word when we use someone comes to visit. When Anna come to visit the barber, private investigator, she knocked on the door, and John Barber or private investigator said come in. Come in means allowing people who are outside the room to enter the room. Next will be explained by Rahma.
Okay, next, I will be present about the words we use when someone to visit part 2. Okay, John never met Anna before, but he know she's welcoming. So John said to Anna, "You must be Miss Lee. Please sit down." From the conversation, we can know that if you're being polite, you would say Miss Lee. Lee is the last name of Anna. But if you're in an informal meeting, you can use the first. Okay, for the example, "You must be Anna. Please sit down." After that, John asked to Anna, "Now, what can I do for you, Miss Lee?" From this conversation, we can see that John asks, what can he do for her? He means what she wants him to do.
Okay, thank you Rahma. Now in this section, I'm Angel Pratiwi Tarigan. I will explain about preposition. Preposition is a word used to denote a place or position. the place or position shown in combination with the preposition object. So, what is the purpose of using this preposition? The purpose is to indicate the position of the object of preposition against the subject or object of the sentence. From Living English episode 4, we can see that Mr. Whittle visited by a guest named Mitchell. Mitchell carried several cards. First of all, Mitchell put 3 cards on the table, namely Ace, Queen, and 10. And the position of the card is... Okay, from the picture, we can know that which is the preposition from the position of the card. That is Ace on the left, Queen in the middle, and 10 on the right. Okay, that is for me. Explanation about preposition will continue with Rena.
Thank you, Angel. So, in the drama Sister and Brother episode 4, there are prepositions. We can see it from the conversation of Anne when she's looking for direction to Barber's private investigator. So, in the first conversation, the woman says, you need to go straight along here, past the silver balls, turn left, and in the second on the right, opposite the town hall. And in the second conversation, the shopkeeper says, over there, next to the trees. So, let's talk about prepositions. According to Oxford Dictionary, preposition is a word or group of words such as in, from, to, out of, and on behalf of, used before a noun or pronoun to show the place, position, time, or method. So, a preposition is a word that helps connect nouns and pronouns with a verb or adjective end of sentence. A preposition is used to show relationship between the noun, pronoun, or phrases in sentences. They are used to connect people, objects, time, and locations. There are 5 types of prepositions. The first is simple preposition. It is the short words used to show the relationship between nouns, pronouns, or to join parts of a clause or sentence. 2. Double preposition. It's just a combination of 2 simple prepositions. The double preposition is formed through the conjunction of 2 simple prepositions. The third is compound preposition. It is similar to double preposition, but it is formed through the conjunction of a non-prepositional word and a simple preposition. The fourth is participle prepositions. It have endings such as ed and ing. And the fifth is phrase prepositions. It is contain a preposition followed by an article followed by a noun. Now, preposition of place. Actually, there are tons of it, but let's take a look at some of it. So here we have went, above. It means higher than something. Example, the picture hangs above my bed. 2. Under. It's the opposite of above. It's below something. Example, the cat is sleeping under the table. 3. Between. It means something or somebody is on each side. Example, my house is between the supermarket and the school. Or, my middle finger is between my ring finger and my index finger. 4. Among. It means in a group. Example, there is the singer among us. The singer doesn't have to be here. She could be here, 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 or here. The important is the singer are among of them. The next is along. It means in a line or from one point to one point. Example, go straight along here and pass the silver balls. You need to go from here to here. So, go straight along this street. The next one is past. It means going near something or somebody. Example, past the silver balls. The next is opposite. It means on the other side. Example, opposite the town hall. The next is next to. It means beside atau di samping. Example, the barber's private investigator is next to the trees.
Then I will continue regarding the explanation. 1. The moment tell Annie to go straight along that is downtown. 2. Then she said, past the silver balls, it is further along from the silver ball in the same direction. 3. She tell Annie to turn left and then she said it is his second and the right. She means Annie should turn to the right at the second street she comes through. 4. Finally, the woman said this is impossible. The town hall that is directly across the street from the town hall. Narrated by Astri Wulandari.
Well, I will explain the next material on this material, namely. After that, Mr. Whitley and Michelle played card. Michelle put card on the table, namely 2, queen, eggs, and tin. The possession of the cards. From the explanation, we can know that wheels is the free possession. From the possession of the cards above is next to means or di samping, between means or di antara, of a side means or seberang. The 2 is next to the queen. The queen is between to the x. The queen is opposite the 4.
Okay, next to me. In the Living English episode 4 video material, there are advantages and disadvantages. Advantage. The first, the advantages obtained in the video are that it can improve ability to pronounce English words properly or vocabulary. Second, added a lot of new vocabulary in English. By watching English episode 4's live video, we will hear lots new vocabulary and phrases, the ones we use every day. Third, this absence of translation in the video trained us to improve our ability to understand English. And the last of advantage is there is translation in the video that makes us understand the meaning of the video. Okay, next to deficiency. The first, the disadvantage of the video is that the explanation is not clear. Second, the duration of the video is very long. It should be the reduced in length, and so that explanation of the pronunciation of English words or vocabulary is clear. And the last of deficiency is too much use vocabulary, so difficult to understand. Okay, that's all I can say about the advantages and disadvantages. Then I will return into our moderator, Lamosinore.
The conclusions for today's presentations is Living English episode 4 video explains about how to find or ask for directions when in a strange city as first, word excuse me, sentences and use of call to ask for directions. Second, the use of what blank 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 looking for to ask for directions. This video also explains how words we use when someone comes to visit and the use of prepositions. That's just for today's presentations, and hopefully what we have given today is useful for all of you, and thank you. Goodbye.